Hey now, Steve Severs for Bionic Buzz. We're at the LA premiere of Mind Over Matter. It's gonna be amazing red carpet. Let's go see who we can talk to. All right, talk about the challenges of producing this movie. Trying to get these rock stars there.
Yeah. Where do we start? Yeah, I mean, when I talked to Sebastian, he called me a few years ago. I was on another movie, literally on set on another movie, and I was like, dude, I'm so busy. What is it? Like, I don't know. What is it? And he was just like, nah, it's this amazing story about this musician, and I've been filming him for years, and Monkey and those guys are involved. And I was like, I love those guys. I've worked with those guys before on stuff. And it was really just like, there was so much footage, and there was such a long story, and he had been following him for so long.
Yeah.
I think it was just shaping it and putting all the elements together, and I mean, when you put these movies together, they're really, there's so much work, and you spend years just cobbling them together and pulling resources together, and
Calling a lot of favors for this movie?
a million favors. I mean, Korn was so generous with their music, and Warner Chappell and Sony and all those guys they were all just so incredibly helpful, and UCPA was amazing, and Monster Energy jumped in, and the generosity on this has been indescribable. It's been amazing, yeah.
Well, your Bionic Buzz are all about people's passion. Where did your passion from filmmaking come from? Was there a movie that inspired you to get into it, or was this naturally for you?
I was a music business guy for like almost 20 years. I was in bands and toured and stuff, and then about 7-8 years ago, a pretty big director asked me to produce this horror, musical, Rocky Horror type movie, which I did, and it was called The Devil's Carnival. And then I ended up producing a sequel. Then I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. And then I jumped on this Scott Eastwood movie, and then the calls kept coming in, and all of a sudden I was full time producing movies, and I don't know, I didn't sign up for it. It just kind of fell in my lap, and I just jumped in. Yeah.
Cool. Any upcoming projects I'll have to plug before I let you go?
Yeah, we have a movie called The Free Fall with one of the executive producers of Get Out. It's a thriller. We're doing it with a new movie studio called Pop Life, and we're in post on it. I literally drove straight here from post to this one, and then we've got a couple other things in post that I'll be able to talk about in about 6 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where can we follow you on social media so when you can talk about it?
On Instagram, it's Execution Style 1, and that's pretty much my spot right there.
All right, man. Thank you.